Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis, me once again. Welcome back to the movie review, aka After I Saw. This time it is going to be on Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Yeah, I'm at a different theater this time. I'm talking in a different position, but I feel like I should take a break from holding the whole camera thing when I'm doing reviews outside of theaters. But anyways, in this film we follow a group of rich 20-year-olds who stay at one of the mansions that one of them lives in. And they play a game called Bodies, 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 where the group plays in the dark, and one of them gets hit, and basically they're just playing a game, but that game starts to turn into reality when one of them actually does gets murdered, and the whole group has to find out who killed that certain person, and then bodies begin piling up when more people start getting killed. And yeah, this movie basically is a whodunit. The trailers make this movie look like it's going to be like a flat-out slasher film, with the look of the poster and the trailers. It makes it seem like it's going to be like an extremely bloody, violent time. While it is violent and it is bloody, this movie is a lot more different than that. And this is an A24 horror movie. Critics usually love these types of movies. Audiences are kind of divided on them. I feel like this movie is going to be very divisive with audiences as well. Though when I went to go see the movie, there were tons of people in there. I don't know if it's because it's a Thursday night or what. But for me, I can say A24, you have done it again. This movie was way, way better than I thought it would be. First of all, casting. It is top notch here. We have the girl who was in Borat 2. She was fantastic. It's great to see her in more things. And while this movie is technically in the horror genre, this movie is more of a satire. And this movie takes the whodunit style in a much more different approach. This movie definitely does get very serious, but the movie is more on satire, and it's actually a very smart whodunit, okay? This movie basically takes the genre in like a toxic internet community type of thing, because a lot of these people use the internet a lot, and they like to tell, a bunch of, how the internet is. And it's basically when all these internet friends come together, things start getting a lot more toxic later down when people do start getting killed off. And the first 30 minutes are all like, I'm having a good time. Two girls are a couple, and some of them are in relationships, but the relationships start going a lot more different when people start arguing. And it's basically taken an approach, like a different approach on how we experience toxic people online and how they're not always who they seem to be. Very ingenious, I must say, and the movie was never boring. It's an hour and 35 minutes long. Feels a lot shorter than that. And the movie can be very funny too. Like I mentioned before, it's more of a satire of the whodunit genre. The movie doesn't always take itself too seriously. This is actually based off another story. I'm not sure if it was a short story, but it was based off a story. And I really love the style too, how one of the characters wears like glowing like those glow bracelets and necklaces or whatever, and one of them wears like those light head things. So yeah, the movie has a lot of style, including the music too. The music was excellent. Like, I really love the score that the movie had going for it, and it fits with the movie very, very perfectly, if I do say so myself. And the characters were pretty well developed when we do get to know like who exactly did what and what they themselves do on the internet. And yeah, and the last act, this is another pro. The last act, like when the movie just about goes to the credits, it probably has one of the most ridiculous endings to an A24 film. And usually these endings are pretty crazy, but this one probably has to be one of the funniest. Like I said before, there are mixtures of comedy and satire in here, and it's one that's definitely not going to please like everybody. Here's how I put it, okay? Do not expect, if you expect a flat-out slasher film filled with blood and gore and stuff like that, you're not going to get that here. Expect a whodunit. If you love whodunits, if you love satire and stuff like that, I feel like you're really going to dig this one. I really dug it. And in the end, guys, I can say this was another fantastic horror film from A24. It has great performances, a really smart storyline, and a really engaging one that left me on the edge of my seat. And I can say it's been a really great year for horror movies in the summer. Black Phone, Nope, and the year in general with films like X. We're getting an origin story to that film called Pearl, which will be coming out next month. I really cannot wait for that. But yeah, it's been a really great year for horror movies. And I think I might go back to doing favorite horror films of the year because I haven't done one in 2 years because of the stuff that happened during those 2 years. But yeah, this movie's out now, and I highly give it a recommendation. So yeah, I did have a movie coming out this week that I wanted to see. I just didn't know when it was going to come out. I thought it was going to come out last week, but it didn't. But it's out now, and I recommend giving it a watch. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.